Today I want to talk to you about the 4 different types of network marketing companies. And what I mean by this is not really the niche they're in, but I want to talk to you about the 4 main types of compensation plans that you find in the industry. The first one is called a Stair-Step Breakaway plan, and this is probably the most familiar. It's the one that's been around the longest. In a Stair-Step compensation plan, as your volume grows, you advance in rank. Once you hit a certain rank, part of that organization breaks away. You're still collecting an override over them, but you build another Stair-Step system. Behind that, you have what's called a Unilevel. And a Unilevel is a system that builds wide and then builds deep. Now, typically in a Unilevel, what you'll have is you are limited in the number of levels that you can build. However, in recent days, there have been what are called hybrid Unilevels, which allow you to build infinite depth, and you can go out as wide as you want as well. Typically in those hybrid models, you're going to build an organization 3 across and straight down. But no matter how your Unilevel works, that's still what you're trying to do. You're building wide and then you're building straight down. Now, you also have what's called a binary compensation plan, and a binary works on the power of 2. If I'm the new distributor, I have both a left-hand side and a right-hand side, or an A and a B. And I am going to build down that organization down those 2 legs. Now, the beauty of a binary is if I have an active upline above me, as they are placing people, because they only have 2 positions beneath them, they are going to begin to fill those legs on one side. In fact, we call this your power leg. Typically, the strategy you use is you'll build down one side, those above you are building down the other. So if you're going to be dealing with a binary, it is important that you look at who you're coming into that binary with. Is it with an active team, or is it just with somebody who sponsored you that you don't know how active they truly are? Because if they're not active, what ends up happening is you end up building both sides of that organization. Now, the beauty of a binary, you can build infinite depth, you can build depth quickly. A couple of the drawbacks you sometimes find is how cycle bonuses are paid. Normally you will find those either on an even proportion, meaning, for example, if I have 3 on one side, 3 on another, I get paid. Or you may find that's a disproportionate, 2 on one side, 4 on the other, you get paid. All depends on how that compensation plan is structured. Finally, you have a matrix, and a matrix works similar to a binary at first impression, meaning there's 2 people or 3 people underneath you, but a matrix is limited in depth, and so you'll hear it referred to something like a 2x3 or a 3x4 matrix. That simply means how many spots are there to place in the matrix, and that matrix is going to move left to right as spots are filled. Now again, the person above you can be placing people underneath you. It's important to look at who you're joining with. Many people find themselves stuck in a dead matrix, and unless you're recruiting strongly, that can be extremely frustrating. This is just a quick overview of these things. I've put a link to an article on my blog that will give you a greater explanation. I've also put a link to my 7-day video boot camp, 7 Secrets of Building Your Network Marketing Business Online. Hope you'll take a look at that, and I'll talk to you soon.